Okay. Right. A very good evening to you all. My name is Jasper Jumo. I was born Witness Makono, but Jasper Jumo is my trade name here in South Africa. This is the name that I use. Before I continue, I just want everyone to raise their hands if I'm audible. To raise your hand, you look on your right-hand side. There should be something that you click there to raise up your hand. Okay, Miami says yes. Am I audible? Natasha, thank you. 4 hands are up. Tatenda. I'm still to see Keith's hand, Arthur's hand, and James' hand. All right, Shelton, yes. Okay, Keith, am I audible? Pride, yes. Thank you, guys. I think we are more than 50%. Even in meetings, I think this is a quorum. We can start. Oh, those are 2 hands, Mr. Nicola. Is it Mr. or Miss? I don't know. Okay, thank you. I can see I am audible, yeah. All right, I'll progress, guys. My name is Jasper. I prefer being just called Jasper, though I was born Witness Makono, but my name is Jasper, the one that I use in this business. I am the CEO of Varsity Unlimited Tutors. Varsity Unlimited Tutors, and if you want to check our website, you can check on the chat boxes there. Varsity Unlimited Tutors.co.za. That is the website. Varsity, www.varsityunlimitedtutors.co.za. So Varsity Unlimited Tutors started back then in 2009. It started here in South Africa when I came down to South Africa for greener pastures. So it's not something that I started out of desperation, but it's something that I started as passion. I just changed my passion into a business. I just enjoyed, even during my schooling days, to teach students at A level, Form 4 in Zimbabwe. I'm a Zimbabwean by birth, and Ndinotawara Shona. Though, for the sake of those that don't understand, I will do most of my presentation in English. So I started in 2009, following the desire to put my passion into action. So I came down here to South Africa, then I started advertising on Gumtree that I can teach any module. And definitely, I also started teaching anything back then, from physics to chemistry, from English to accounting, from accounting to economics, economics to science to maths, anything. I taught everything in this country. But later, I narrowed down to what I really liked the most, which was the commercial field. So I started teaching one person who was doing masters before I had my masters on my own. And then they became 2, they became 3, then they became a contingent. And right now, I believe James is here. Is James here? The manager at VUT.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Right. So the organogram at VUT as we speak, I am the CEO, and James, the one that has just spoken, is the manager. He's the one that does the day-to-day running of the business. So what we do basically, we tutor university students. There is quite an opportunity here in South Africa that we Zimbabweans, as academic gurus, we can tap into and benefit. As you can see, Zimbabweans are known being resilient in nature. They are workaholic. Zimbabweans, they don't have anything that they say is difficult. And even our disposition is, as compared to South Africans, is very different. South Africans, they like easy things, but we as Zimbabweans, we can persevere in hard situations. So what we do, we realize an opportunity in this economy. And this opportunity is like this. Prior 1994 here in South Africa, a lot of Black people didn't have tertiary qualifications. They would only go up to, I think then it was standard 6 or standard 7, which would be Form 2 in Zimbabwe. They didn't have any skill. They were trained to work as nannies, as garden boys, and even as laborers in factories. They didn't have any skill that they would hold on their own. So after 1994, they embarked on a broad-based Black economic empowerment, where they desired to have the Black people being empowered, starting from the impartation of their skills. So they gave opportunities for the previously disadvantaged groups, which were non-Blacks. So non-Blacks in this case encompasses the Indians, the Blacks, the colors, or any other person of the Asian descent. So these people were allowed to study their own institutions, and they would be supported by the government. And then the Black people will be supported. There is what we call a skills development levy that is levied to every employee, that is collected and then need to be distributed to companies that train people. So a lot of these previously disadvantaged people, they started universities. One of the universities that was started was Mankosa, which is Management College of Southern Africa. And it is also there in Zimbabwe. It is in Zambia, in Swaziland, in Lesotho, in DRC, even in the what do you call this? The Middle East. It is also found in the Middle East. So this Mankosa is a distance education institution, meaning it only, with most of its students, it doesn't provide face-to-face lessons. But what it does, it provides them with learning material, just like Zoo in Zimbabwe, provides them with the learning material. And after they're given learning material, they start on their own. Some of them, they look for their own tutors. That's where we come into the picture now. And for the workshop that they provide, the workshops are very rigid, they're not flexible. That's where we come into the picture. So when I saw that gap, I said, okay, let me start an institution or a company that is going to teach these distance education students and prepare them for exams and coach them how to do assignments. And what started as something small is proving now to be very big. That's why I came to Zimbabwe in the last 2 weeks, and I thought I would see some of you face to face, but because of so many errands that I needed to run, and I know some people that have been introduced to me by Takudzwa, I was due to address you on Wednesday, but that was the Wednesday that I started my way back to South Africa. Some of you that were introduced by Wesley also was supposed to talk to you on Monday, but due to circumstances beyond my control, I could not do that. That's why I decided to come and talk to you virtually. So, because our organization has grown in leaps and bounds, and we are looking forward for even a greater turnout in the next semester if our marketing strategy works out in our favor. We are planning that even next semester we can even grow to twice our size, even 10 times our size. So we need manpower. We need academics. We need people that are passionate. Oh, I can see Takudzwa there. Is that Takudzwa? Okay. Arthur. Is that Arthur or Takudzwa? Okay, no, that's fine. We'll come to that one. So I was saying that's where we need manpower. So I decided to engage third year and fourth year university students, or those that have just graduated that are not employed. This is an opportunity that if you're in Zimbabwe, you can earn your money from South Africa and get it in Zimbabwe in the comfort of your home. if you really buy into the idea that I'm going to sell here. So what you do is, in Mancosa has got 66, I think they've added now more programs this semester. They will go up to about 70 programs. When I say programs, I mean degrees that they offer, about 70 degrees. So when they offer these 70 degrees, I can say all of these degrees are in commerce, in the commercial side, in the commerce faculty. So last year, we started with the first years. So we offer tutorials to all the first years. Though we have got competitors in the field, so we will not get 100% of all the people that are enrolled by Edmund Kosa. We might say maybe we get 30%, because some of them, they don't even attend tutorials. Some of them are also taken by other competitors. But I can guarantee you that we are the largest tutorial company in South Africa right now that is doing this. So let's say 30%, but let me say this 30% can get up to maybe 50 students per module in average. Some modules go over and above that. So this is what we do. James, who is here on in this meeting, and my other marketing team, we do advertise these lessons to our clients. After they advertise, they subscribe to these lessons. So we are looking for tutors that are going to teach these students the whole module from start to finish. So let's say for now we are charging 650 per module. We are charging 650 per module, but we are due to revise it. If we revise it upwards, because everything is going up. So 650 per module. What other companies do, they say, okay, how much are we going to pay you as a tutor per hour? They might say, okay, we are going to pay you 100 Rand per hour, which may translate to about $6 to $7 per hour. I know if you're in Zimbabwe, that's a lot of money. I was there. I know how hard life is in Zimbabwe. But as for us in VUT, we don't work it out that way. We do it like this. We say 40% of what every student pays goes to the tutor. 40% of what every student pays goes to the tutor. So let's say you've got 50 students. Let's say you've got 50 students in your class, of which, if you teach nicely, you are going to have both. You are going to start with a mock lesson where all the students, even those that will not subscribe, will come in, and you sell yourself as a tutor. So that is where you need to deliver. If you deliver, you might even have 100 students. So let's just take the worst case scenario where we've got 50 students, and we multiply that 50 by 650. It gives us 32,500. This is rands. Then we multiply it by 0.4. That means you end up with 13,000, which is about $1,000 there in Zimbabwe. So this is just one class. So if you have got two classes that are running concurrently and you're a very good tutor, you may end up having $2,000 in 2 months. Okay. Then we also have got these students. They also sometimes ask for assignments. We give them guidelines to assignments. And if you have got 20 students in class asking for the same assignments, we give it to you. And sometimes we have got sessions where you coach them how to answer certain assignment, and they pay separately for that. If it's maybe a class that does not having classes. So you end up having more than this amount that we are mentioning here. And I've just mentioned about 50 students. We had a class of business finance. Maybe James can correct me. How many students were in that class? Business finance?
8 to
80 students.
83.
83. So you can see, if you advertise properly, we can even get to 100, 200 students that are subscribing to these lessons. And what we do, we are very transparent at VUT. You can have the list, you can see the student, the list of all students, and you can see the money that is coming in. And at the end, after you are done, we give you your money after the lessons. All right. I've seen that I have, what I have done here, I have started this meeting with an account that is timed. So I will ask James to host this meeting. James, which account are you using?
Let me
James?
check.
The one that's written James.
Yeah.
Is it paid for, or the one that is J? Because I see the one that is called J is also there.
Okay, just
Okay. Let me try to make you a host. All right, I've just made you a host. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if it is going to cut after 10 minutes. If it does, I'm going to send another link, guys. Sorry for that. I thought I had used a subscribed account or a subscribed Zoom account, and I've used a free one. All right. So I was talking about, it's still deducting the minutes. So I was talking about these classes. So if you are very good, you might have 3 or 4 classes running, because it's not only Mancosa that we are talking about. We are also talking about Regent. We are also talking about SBS. We're also talking about UNISA. There is also other colleges like Richfield. So the more we have competent tutors, the more market that you are going to get. So what do they do? What Mancosa does, there will be 2 semesters or 2 intakes that are running concurrently. We have got a July intake and a June intake. So you can have a class that starts in January and ends at the end of February. You are done with that module. And then another, in the same semester, another class starts in March and ends in April. It is the same semester. So you can actually have 6 classes if you are very good. And if you know it's 6 classes, it's $6,000. But the prerequisites of this, what you're going to do, you need to have a laptop, and you need to be to have integrity. You need to be very sharp to know the module that you are teaching. We don't want people that take chances, because our name is out there. We are well known. Our name is out there. So we don't want people that take chances and they will play around with our name. If you are passionate about this, this is an opportunity. You can actually be a breadwinner there at home, sitting in your home, just using internet and your laptop. And with Mancosa, the study guides are there and they are straightforward. What I discovered when I came to South Africa is that in Zimbabwe, we make life difficult for ourselves, especially academically. But if you come to South Africa, life is easy. Everything is laid down right there in the study guide. And you can easily get you can easily understand they're easy here in South Africa. So I want to give this opportunity to people that are enthusiastic about education, that love academics, and people that are naturally endowed academically, and people that have got integrity, and people that can teach and convince people with confidence. If you do not have confidence and you think you are not a person that can teach others, don't worry, we still have got an opportunity for you. Like I told you, we have got also another side where you can edit documents, you can write documents, we can give you some work to do while you are just looking at your laptop. And that's also another dimension of our business. At this point, let me just ask James to add something. I don't know, maybe I would have forgotten something. Let me just ask James to add something.
Thank you, Jasper.
Okay, I hope I'm audible to everyone. Okay, maybe just to just add on to what Jasper said, I think he said basically most of the important stuff. But like Jasper has said, this is a good opportunity. Specifically, like Jasper highlighted, that we usually target people that are unemployed or are just getting out of the university or are on their last year of the university, because we know that you guys, you are still fresh in terms of your mind. You still know how to do the assignments and etc. You still know how to what? You know the material of your specific course. So usually we try to align you to what you have learned or what is similar to what you have learned. So it's not a big hassle, but you definitely need to put in an extra effort. So as Jasper was highlighting, you know, a class can have 50 people, a class can have 80 people, a class can have 200 people, but all of that is highly dependent on you as the individual. The work ethic and the effort that you put towards this specific venture is what you will get out of it. And the reward can be extremely, very, very big, can be extremely, very, very big, to such an extent that you will be wondering, I have a tutor that called me, I think 2 days ago, after we paid him a lump sum of money, asking me, what is this money for? And I was highlighting, no, it's for the lectures. So it can be a very, very good good reward for your efforts if you indeed put your efforts on this. I'm sure Jasper has got more that he wants to discuss, but I just want to encourage you. Thank you for coming in today, and I'm sure this is the first step in a very long journey that will work together, and I'm sure it will be a very good relationship or a partnership that will develop with each other, right? But just to emphasize some of the points that Jasper highlighted, you're definitely going to need to have a laptop. You're definitely going to need to have a stable internet connection, because those are the prerequisites for you to be a tutor. Without that, it is very difficult to be able to be successful in this venture. Back to you, Jasper.
Okay, thank you, James. Just talking of some figures, the person that has just spoken, James, in the last semester only, I think he had lessons, and I think his income was more than 90,000. Am I right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. It was
more than 90,000 rands in one semester. And he's a very busy man. He was busy with other things. He's the manager, but he managed to teach classes and to get that. So you can see if you are able, you can actually achieve, and if you have got that motivation within you. All right, so what we would want to do, because I can see here that the meeting is going to end. We are going to end this session, then I'm going to send you another link. I'm going to send you another link. Quickly join in, and after joining in, I will ask you to come up with some questions. Then we'll answer those questions. Then I'll ask you to introduce yourself. Then I'll tell you what you're going to do after that. So I'm going to end this session and then send you a new link. Thank you, guys.